market. Because it's a regular, the owner gives a little discount, and we buy lots and lots of flowers. Like our Mukta Prabhu, he buys lots and lots of flowers and travels a long distances here in Boston. But he actually helps a number of temples around Boston. So it's a very good service. One is flower service. Then he makes sure that the flower garlands are actually made to measure. And the other section on flowers is, of course, there are garlands for the parampara, there's garlands here, garlands for the lordships, so many garlands. And then we have decoration of the altar. So there's another team doing decoration. One team does normal garlands, another one festival garlands, another one more garlands for invited guests and Srila Prabhupada's disciples. So many different garlands are made, some for parampara. So different length, different sizes. And then, of course, there are other departments like cooking, for the lordships. So somebody has to organize in a festival how many preps are going to be made, or there are different cooks who have great abilities. So call them, invite them to cook. For example, Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja Day, we have so many preparations, especially Prabhupada's disciples and grand disciples and everyone actually take part, and they are enthusiastic. See, Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita 9.26, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Upaharitam Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. There he explains there are two conditions he wants from the devotee, and that is, one is love and the other one is devotion. So in our ISKCON movement, generally the pujaris, they are very, very conscious of what they are doing, and they offer with love and devotion. So many preparations are made, especially in our manner. It is on Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja Day, the youngsters are so well organized, and they also make plenty of juices, plenty of preparations. Coconut juices are also there, coconuts are there also. So it's a big festival. And during Janmashtami, which is coming up soon, now we have training because of health and safety issues. But years ago, there was no health and safety. People just used to turn up from work. Now the volunteer force is more than 1,000. And every evening after work, they come to the temple. And each and every day, there's another group of devotees who cook nice preparations. And then it's offered to Krishna, and then all the volunteers enjoy the meal, usually late at night. It's about 10:30, the serving starts. So our directors, Pranabandhu and Shrutirama Prabhu, who was the ex-president of the temple, they have given their life and soul to the manor, and they actually work so hard during Janmashtami, especially, and all festivals. They work minimum 14 hours, or sometimes they go on to 22 hours and just sleep 2 hours, like Srila Prabhupada did when he was there in the manor. So they are very, very hardworking, and they are usually the last people to honor the prasadam. And there's a team, a core team. They are now more or less leaders of each section of the Janmashtami festival. But, Shrutadama Prabhu and Paramad Prabhu, they used to encourage each leader to increase from last year, their particular function. So Janmashtami at the manor is attracting more than 80,000 people over 2 days. And anybody who comes, they want to come again in all festivals. And it's all successful. Rath Yatra festival is generally managed by Sit Temple, Soho Street Temple. And the Hindocha family, they sponsor the prasadam. So it's always very delicious and very high level prasadam during Rath Yatra. So festivals keep coming every month or less than a month. Radhashmi is usually 2 weeks after Janmashtami. So again, I had the privilege to assist our head pujari, Kadada Prabhu, in at least baking the cakes. So we have the facility of using the big kitchen or late kitchen, wherever we can get some cakes. And we make the basic cake. And then we have smaller containers. And then the dough is put into smaller containers and then put in the oven. So these cakes, once they are finished, His Grace Karara Prabhu, his wife, Aniruddha Mataji, she actually is so artistic minded, so she can decorate with her team the different cakes. And at one time, I remember Gadara Prabhu and the team, our Pujari team, we had 35 different cakes, each one describing a pastime of Vrindavan. And, Gordon, so there's a hill, and then cows are there, and this, and then they make a river, and everything is just to the detail. So that's one example, Govardhan. And then another is just our mridanga and harmonium. That's on another cake, just the instruments. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. I don't know, at that time I had a camera, otherwise I would have got, taken the photos, but I think it might be in the Bhaktivedanta archives. But 35 different cakes. So it was quite difficult to fit everything on Krishna's altar. So a few we put on Ram's altar. So it looks beautiful. So that's another festival. So basically, we engage in Krishna service fully. Then Krishna actually sees what you are doing. And then my Guru Maharaj was very pleased, and he said, come with me to here. We went to Abu Dhabi, we went to Rajkot. We had a big land in Rajkot, ISKCON Rajkot, but nobody was using it. So Yashomati Nandan Prabhu invited Maharaj to build a temple, also build another temple in Dwarka. So I had the good fortune of being allocated to serve Ambrish Prabhu in Dwarka. So Maharaj allocates certain duties to certain devotees, and I was just fortunate to serve His Grace Ambrish Prabhu. And with regard to Rajkot, Maharaj was given this particular house by a member from UK Yatra. As soon as we opened the door, there were spider webs here, there, everywhere. It wasn't used for years or something. So instead of getting some cleaners to clean the place, Maharaj told me to get 2 brooms. Maharaj was more than 70 years old, but he was so energetic, like our Mukta Prabhu, so energetic. So he said, get 2 brooms from the neighbors. And I brought the 2 brooms. And then one side he started, one side I started. So we started cleaning the rooms. And after that, Maharaj later on told me to go buy some vegetables, to do the offering to the lordships. So I went to buy, and there in India we have laris, small trolley. People sell sell vegetables, fresh vegetables. But the interesting thing was Maharaj was following Srila Prabhupada very, very to the point. The interesting thing was Srila Prabhupada, Sri Gurudev told me, you must get a receipt for whatever you buy. So the shopkeeper, the trolley shopkeeper, he said, I don't have a pen, I don't have a pencil, I don't have anything. How am I going to give a receipt? So I managed to get a piece of paper and some pencil or something. And I told him, my marriage is insisting, I better have some invoice. And so I had to tell him how much it cost. The total was maybe 15 rupees or something like that, very small amount. But the principle was 2 rupees carrot, 2 rupees this. That was the principle and the detail. So it was quite amazing. Maharaj was pleased. I followed his orders. The other thing is he taught me how to cook. He said, come here, I'm going to show you how to cook and how to make puris, how to fry the puris. So each and every puri has to be blown. It's not flat. Everyone must be blown. So that reminds that Srila Prabhupada at his time, he told more or less everything to Yamuna Devi. And Yamuna Devi actually then wrote a book, and is a very helpful book to everyone around the world. I was also taught by His Grace Thamasevana Prabhu and Krishna Kishore Prabhu. And they also wrote a book called Rajbhog Recipes. So that is a very practical guide, how much you have to use, what you have to do, how long you have to keep something. And then it's so easy, you just have to follow what they say. So I would recommend Rajbhog Recipes by Thamasevana and Krishna Kishore, and of course Yamuna Devi's cookbook. Anyway, those are helpful tips. And then Maharaj said, let's go to Abu Dhabi. And then we went to New Zealand. And New Zealand, we did some program for a week, Bhagavad Sapta. And then Maharaj actually allocated the duty of cooking to me. I had no experience how to cook, apart from what Maharaj told me, but not for a quantity of 500 people. That was a big shock to my system. 500 people, how am I going to cook? But all along, as usual, Krishna from within helps me, and Krishna from without, as Guru Maharaj especially, helps me from outside, from without. So with their help and mercy, every single day of those 7 days, I used to make different preparations. And it is well accepted when after offering and they are eating prasadam, people come and say, oh, that was lovely. I think that's a wonderful feeling. If you get some positive feedback, then you feel like doing again on the next day. And somehow or other, I managed the whole week. So anyway, this is all mercy of Krishna and Guru. I don't think I'm qualified to actually cook. Anyway, never mind. So what else can I say a little bit about this particular verse? We have to learn and then tell others. Learn and tell others. And this word, atmau pamyena, refers to thinking others to be like oneself. No, that is not good. You don't want to copy somebody else. One has to be intelligently conclude that without devotional service, one cannot be happy. And now, after Guru Maharaj left the mortal world and serving in the spiritual world, His Holiness Jayadruta Swami Maharaj, who has seen me grow up in devotional service for more than 40 years, he picked me up from this ocean. And then he's guiding me with the help of Keshav Maharaj. In fact, Keshav Maharaj helped me 20 years ago or more, because he used to encourage me, and Shruti Dhamma Prabhu, as the president, encouraged me, join the brahmachari retreats. So every year they used to go somewhere and I used to accompany them. And slowly, I'm detaching myself from my wife and Grahastha ashram. And at the age of 50, Guru Maharaj said, do more devotional service. So one hand, I'm increasing in devotional service. Other hand, I'm decreasing in my material attachments. So His Holiness Jayadruta Swami has invited me several times to visit Europe and then some other parts like America recently. So he's training me up to reach what is called Vanaprasth stage. So in ISKCON, it is a gray area. But anyway, we are hopefully going to be guided properly by Maharaj. So we just follow in the footsteps of the previous acharyas, and especially Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Maharaj, Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. They went through all the stages and progressed on to the Vanaprastha stage. And then Krishna willing, they go to the next stage. So I'm indebted to their mercy, their gratefulness, and I think I should offer obeisances to my spiritual masters. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pustaya Bhutale Śrīmate Mahavishnu Goswami Murti Namine. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pustaya Bhutale Gurudas Jayadruta Goswami Murti Namine. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pustaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravarcharine Nirvishesh Shunyamade Paschate Star. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, here Prahlad is actually always taking a chance to preach. So when the teachers of the sons of Sukracharya, they have a break, Prahlad takes the chance, grabs the chance, because it tells the sons of the demons, come on, let's do some kirtan. So with the help of Prahlad, everyone slowly hears about the holy name, and Prahlad is taking every opportunity to preach. So to preach Krishna consciousness is the best welfare activity. So people, especially in the Bhagavad Gita, towards the end, there is goodness, passion, ignorance described, and then how one should act in charity or charitable in goodness and passion or ignorance, how we can give charity. But above all those, this giving Krishna consciousness to a person who doesn't know anything is the best. They are all confused. There is a website in our UK, confused.com, etc. So people are confused. What we have to do is help them get not confused, clear their confusion. How do we do that? Tell them to chant Hare Krishna, follow 4 regulative principles, and they can actually enjoy Krishna consciousness. Our process is easy. Prahlad Maharaj has given us 9 processes of devotional service. Anyone can do any one of them. But if you do all 9, it's also very good. You can copy what Maharaj Ambrish did, all 9. But you can do 1 or 2 or whatever number you want. So it's all set out, and we just have to follow. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised all human beings in India to make their lives perfect by Krishna consciousness, then preach Krishna consciousness all over the world. So others may become happy by executing the principles of Krishna consciousness. So I repeat the translation one more time. My dear friends or sons of the demons, in the same favorable way that one sees himself and takes care of himself, take to devotional service to satisfy the Supreme Personality of God, who is present everywhere as the supersoul of all living entities. So the lesson here to learn is, instead of serving our senses to satisfy ourselves, we have to satisfy Krishna's senses and satisfy Krishna. So I will stop there, and hopefully there will be some comments or questions or corrections, as we have some Srila Prabhupada disciples here, and they can give us some guidance or blessings or point out corrections. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, sounds like I've been there. Never for a festival. Ordinary day. During the week, there was a lot of something
On average now, there is more or less 1,000 people come in the morning and 1,000 people come in the evening. So there are two programs held in our Haveli, nice programs, a little short class and some kirtan, etc. And same in the evening. And there's an evening class at 6 o'clock. So that is also very good. And I'm very fortunate again that pujaris, head pujaris allow me to do the main arti at 7 o'clock. So it is such a beautiful engagement that the Lord, I think, is smiling at me after I offer the arti. You can see the smile on the face of Krishna. 7 o'clock arti, main core arti. Sunday evening. Sorry. Sunday. In the manner. In the manner you offer it. But anyway, before I used to do a lot of pujari service. Now I do certain, but I'm concentrating on Jayadutta Swami Maharaj's guidance on how to preach. So I'm studying a lot. I've finished the Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, and Bhakti Vedanta only 3 years ago. My Guru Maharaj, Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, used to study 6 hours a day in Soho Street. But here, 3 years ago, somehow or other, I managed to do 10 hours of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam.
Every day?
Just for that 1 month.
Every day?
Yeah, every day. Because I had to finish my Bhakti Vedanta, and then I had to give some classes. And then I was also teaching Vaishnava Acharya in VIHE. So more or less I was studying 10 hours of Bhagavatam for that last year of the Bhakti Vedanta. I'm very, very pleased that we have all these books. Hard work was done by Srila Prabhupada. And in particular, this is the place where Srila Prabhupada first landed, in Boston Harbor. And I understand you're doing a very big festival soon. So anyway, here he came with this 3 sets, I think it is 3 sets of Bhagavatam. Or he only had up to volume 3, I think. That was the detail, I think. So he brought these Bhagavatam sets on the Jalatutta, and first he arrived in Boston. So I'm very, very happy that I am speaking about this pastime in Boston, and I'm so happy to be here. Thanks to Mukta Prabhu, who brought me from Hartford. So I'm indebted to him also for allowing me to visit Boston temple. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Hare Krishna, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna. Finish. Thank you for giving me chance opportunity. Okay. Good. Hare Ram. This was just here. Huh? It was here. It's here. You do late? Oh, it's gone. Yeah, perfect.
Sorry?
So later.
Yeah. We are late by doing so many activities connected in this world.
Hare Krishna.
So you completed Bhaktivedanta Bhaktivedanta just by reading continuously for 1 year.
No, 25 years.
You complete.
25 years to complete everything.
Bhaktivedanta.
And I do have especially thanks to President Sridhar, my friend. I told him we should do Bhagavatam, you know, the other verses, the other chapters.
Mm.
You know, Bhakti-Vaibhav 1 to 6. So we started in 2000.
Okay, now
Near to,
now you are complete. Now you got complete.
not only that, but in the land,
Mm.
it was Bhakti-Vaibhav 6 years.
Oh.
No, every Sunday, but yeah, I know. Long